Welcome back to the channel. Today we got a video about the Montreal Canadiens, but first, hit that subscribe button. Let's get up to 350. The support lately has been tremendous. Thank you guys very much, and sorry about the white on white. It's Montreal versus Laval. I forgot AHL uses, white jerseys as their home jerseys. But anyway, let's get back to it. Like I said, Montreal video, and this offseason, we've seen the likes of Jeff Petrie leave at the trade deadline. Ben Sherratt left. A lot of veterans left the team this year, and it's given up a lot of spots for teams like, or for the rookies like a lot of on this list I'm going to say. So here are my top 10 rookies to watch this year that, for the Montreal Canadiens, that could potentially crack this lineup. At number 10, I got Shane Farrell, center left wing. He just came off a shortened season of 24 games. He's for Harvard, putting up 28 points. He's 20 years old. He also was at the Winter Olympics and IIHF World Championships earlier this year, where he led Team United States, in scoring with 6 points in Beijing with 3 goals, 3 assists in 4 games. And he also popped in another 6 points, 2 goals, 4 assists in 10 appearances in Finland as well. Number 10, so he's my number 10 guy. My number 9 guy is another guy in Emil Heineman. Heineman. That's how you say it. Heineman. He's a winger, can play both wings. He was acquired in the trade that involved Tyler Toffoli going to the Calgary Flames. He is 20 years old. He brings size and power, which is good. He's like a Josh Anderson. He's bigger, can throw the body, can score, gets in those dirty areas that you like to see in front of the net. He has yet to suit up for an NHL game, so that has people wondering if he doesn't get onto the Montreal Canadiens this year. It's more than likely he'll spend most of his next season in his home country of Sweden, which, I've seen players go home for a few years, come back, join the team that has their rights, and they're better than when they left. It's just something about going home gets the mindset, like, they understand why are we doing this and whatnot. At number 8, we have Logan Maylou. Maylou has certainly gained a reputation as a polarizing figure for a variety of reasons since being drafted 31st overall in 2021. On the ice, he has proven to be a defensive prospect with excellent shooting, handling, and skating skills. That, from what I've seen, many analysts agree that he has a shot to make major strides going forward this year. Like I said, a lot of veterans parted ways. It is these young guys' turn for Montreal to step up and do what's right. But the only thing about Maylou is he has been undergoing rehabilitation for a shoulder injury recently. He has participated in the Montreal development camp in July. So that's huge for Montreal. That's someone to very look out for as well. At number 7, we have Lane Hutson. Hutson. Considered to be one of the biggest steals in the draft, this defenseman makes up for a small structure with an abundance of offensive skills. He had 63 points in 60 games with the U.S. national U18 team this year. At only 18 years old, Hutson already has the potential to become the Canadiens' long-awaited offensive defenseman. And that could be why they kind of moved Petrie out. Not saying Petrie was an offensive defenseman, but he did put up points for the Montreal Canadiens. And this here in Hutson could be the reason why Montreal said, hey, you know what, Petrie, we're going to trade you to, I think it was Pittsburgh it was. We got this guy coming up, and he can more than likely fill your spot. Look at Evan Bouchard for the Edmonton Oilers. Came in, he's an offensive defenseman, he's taken the league by storm. Same with Moritz Seider. Like, this Lane Hutson will be a good prospect, and most likely make the team for the Montreal Canadiens this year if he has a good camp. At number 6, we have Jan Mysak. The 20-year-old is currently serving as the captain of the World Junior Championships, which just ended. I did all this research beforehand. Aside from impressing on the international stage, Mysak also boasts impressive statistics at every level he's played at. Last season, the second-round pick scored 34 goals and 64 points in 61 games for the Hamilton Bulldogs. This guy has a shot. This is one of the 3-4 guys I have a feeling with Lane Hudson that has a shot to make this Montreal team. Now, going to number 5, another defenseman. So a lot of defensemen will get their time to shine here. Of course, with injuries and whatnot, the Montreal Canadiens will call more guys up. But who's going to start on their opening day line? Jordan Harris is making an arguable case to making that. He was the third-round pick in 2018. He was called up to the Canadiens last spring and ended up sticking around for 10 games. In that time, he scored his first NHL goal and proved he could keep up with the big boys like Petrie and all them. So he has a really good shot. He has the NHL experience of 10 games. He knows what it's like. And it only takes 10 games for teams to find out, hey, this guy knows what he's doing, or hey, no, this guy needs to go back, learn some more. So don't be surprised if Jordan Harris is in the Montreal Canadiens top 7 defensemen. I wouldn't say he's top line. He could potentially fit into that second line, third line for sure for the Montreal Canadiens. Now another guy here, he's a center. I watched him every Canada game in the World Juniors here, Joshua Roy. He is a hard-nosed player, can play all sides of the puck. This kid is phenomenal, and he was a huge reason why Canada did so well as they did. He's only 19. He's from Quebec. He scored 51 goals, 119 points over 66 games with the Sherbrooke Phoenix in the QMJHL last year. And he represented Canada, like I said, with McTavish and Connor Bedard. He has the potential to be the most exciting francophone player the Canadiens have drafted in over a decade. And if you watch my live stream of those Canada games I did, I could not stop talking about this kid. This kid there's no words to describe him because he can do everything, like I said. And watch out, he could be, as much as I don't like playing prospects on the fourth or third line, he could be in that bottom 6 role, gain experience, move up. This kid could potentially steal a spot from a couple of Montreal Canadiens right now. Number 3, like I said, defense is hard on this list. Justin Barron. He was acquired at the trade deadline from the Colorado Avalanche. Skill in a few games he played for the Canadiens before suffering an injury that kept him out the remainder of the season. The 20-year-old is a two-way defender, which is nice for Montreal, and will likely take a step. Like I said, there's a lot of defensemen on this list. It's going to be a battle for at least, I'm figuring 3 spots for sure. Maybe 4 if Montreal decides to have 8 defensemen on the roster. Now, I did a video on this guy too. Another D prospect, Kaiden Guhle. This kid, I cannot rave as much as I did in that video. This kid has it all. He was drafted 16th overall in the 2020 draft. Guhle is literally one of the brightest of Montreal's defensive prospects. If he's not in the Montreal roster, I will be really surprised as we see Joshua Roy has the puck there. He has captained multiple teams in his junior career, and he's a hard physical defenseman. He should get the chance with Romanov getting traded this offseason. Expect Kaiden Guhle, I'm 99.9% sure he will be in the Montreal roster, barring any injuries, knock on wood. That happens. Now, number one, of course, first overall of this past draft, Juraj Slafkosvky. I probably messed that up. I'm not good with foreign names. But this guy should be a lock-in for the Montreal Canadiens. You don't draft someone first overall and, send them down to play somewhere else. It's highly unlikely that happens. If he plays in Laval for a few games, that's okay too, as the 18-year-old helped the Slovakian to silver at the Hlinka Gretzky Cup in August and suited up for his country in the World Junior Championships as well this year. He suited up for Slovakia in 2022 Beijing Olympics in February, leading the tournament with 7 goals in 7 games to root to helping his country net a bronze medal for his efforts. He was named MVP of the games and to the tournament's All-Star. This kid shouldn't be making the Montreal Canadiens. Montreal has a bright future. They have even more prospects than these 10. The future is bright for Montreal, and I know in a lot of the comments, a lot of people are saying, hey, 1-2 more years of drafting, we will be good. That could be true, but the Montreal Canadiens right now, besides maybe trusting Jake Allen to play 60 games, 70 games, the Montreal Canadiens right now with these prospects could be turning heads this year. A lot of people have them ranked bottom of their division. I really don't think so. I think the Montreal Canadiens will make a step. I'm not saying playoffs. If they make the playoffs, that's huge. But I'm saying they're going to make a step this year. If they're the 6th, 5th team, that's huge for the Montreal Canadiens and likes of everyone on this team trying hard as they can. But that's where I'm going to get going here. I told the daughter I teach her how to ride her bike. So I hope you guys enjoy this video. I'll catch you on the next one.